howdy, hey, people that like to live in nature, whether you're an animal, critter, or robot, or whatever. Wolfman Forcer and Dash here, and today we're going to talk about the latest DreamWorks animation film, The Wild Robot. So, this was made using the same sort of animation style that was used in both The Bad Guys and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Not quite the sort of stylistic kind of animation, but definitely very similar in the sense that it's got some emotion, some big emotional eyes and a bit of a sort of wavy sort of paint colour. But anyway, so film's based on the book series. One of the cast members in the film is Mark Hamill. So obviously this was going to be a film that I would have seen regardless of whether it was in cinemas or not, because Mark Hamill is basically my main sort of celebrity hero, as it were, because I love him as the Joker, I love him as Luke Skywalker, and in this film he voices a bear. So yeah, it does feature quite the all-star cast, although it does feature a few. Though as far as I know, it does feature a few people that are not as well known as, say, Mark Hamill. But there you go. And it was huge, had rave reviews, so which really excited Clank Soka as he kept hyping it up. So I was like, yeah, I have to see it. If he's hyping up this film so much, then yeah, I have to see this film. And yeah, we went to see it on Saturday last week, and yeah, both he and I were moved to tears by it, and it was good, really good. So what's it about? Well, as you might have guessed, it's a film about a robot that finds. I'm gonna assume it's not a he or she, even though it comes across as a she. So I'm just gonna call it it. It's about a robot that finds itself, that comes from a factory and finds itself on an island full of woodland critters. Woodland critters are not too keen on this robot, so the robot spends a lot of time trying to gain their trust and everything, until eventually the robot becomes the mother to this little gooseling, or whatever the goose is called, and is then tasked with raising it after realizing that it has no family. So together with this fox that befriends this robot, they work to raise the gooseling up. The robot then ends up becoming known as Roz, and then all sorts of things happen, including a winter storm, a robot recall, and then the obvious thing of the goose trying to fly, so it's able to leave the island by fall, which is basically the American term for what we in the UK called autumn. And it's and yeah, it was a really good film. It does have a sort of formulaic plot in which this gooseling is led to believe that he doesn't have any other family apart from Roz and the fox, who I can't remember the name of, and much of the film. And then as the film goes on, we kind of get a sort of lie revealed scenario, but it's done in a more creative way compared to like the sort of traditional way that we're all sick to death of seeing. That and the whole thing about the robot recall was actually executed very well. And honestly, everything in this film works really well. I actually don't have any problems with it. And it was nice that we went into a packed cinema and pretty much every single child was well behaved and was very invested in the film. So well done, DreamWorks. You did a good job. Yeah, really good film. Among DreamWorks's many films, it's definitely up there as one of my all-time favorite films, up there with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and pretty much at least one film from each of their big four franchises, from one of their big four franchises, as well as a few solo films, and obviously the Aardman stuff, probably except for Flushed Away, but yeah. So yeah, it's a really good film. Everybody plays their parts well. It's got lots of jokes that really work, and it doesn't take away the sort of serious tone that some areas of the film do kind of stick to. And I kind of like, and even though it is sad that this is going to be the last DreamWorks film to be using their old ways, because the new ways are basically following Illumination's style of animating, in which it's outsourced to other companies, and they're trying to keep the budget down while trying to retain the quality that the films are known for. It was just nice to see this great film. Yeah, it was really good. There was a few problems sort of leading up to it. So the day we saw this, some of our other friends were playing bowling, and one of the people there was having a fit because this particular person suffers from epilepsy. As far as I know, she has to wear a special helmet and that. And things were sorted out for her. She was revived and fully recovered hours later. But it put off one person from tagging along with us, and I won't say this person's name out of respect, but yeah, he came across as a bit selfish to the point where he only really cared about the game more so than actually helping this person. And because it apparently affected him so much, he did actually decide. He was originally going to watch it with me, Clank Zoka, and Perfect Paddock. Perfect Paddock joined us as well, but he pulled out. And yeah, so Clank Zoka. So because Clank Zoka pre-books tickets for us when we go see the film, he did lose money, but I did had to subsidise him for that. But it's okay because it was a good film. Can't complain. Don't have any complaints about it. It was great, despite the formulaic plot. And stuff that is a little bit familiar to me, but done in a very creative and original way. Yeah, go see it, check it out. It's definitely worth watching in the cinema. I don't know if it's worth watching in the cinema in like 3D or whatever. It's pretty much fine as it is, to be honest. So yeah, go check it out. Do read the books as well, because it's based on the book series, and I did hear it's getting a sequel as well. So yeah, do all the things, and I'm gonna give it a 4-star rating, because even though I feel it's a very perfect film, I still can't get over the sort of formulaic plot that it follows, and also the drama that happened before we went to see the film, because it did kind of put me off a little bit, but not too much to the point where I didn't go to see it. So yeah, go see it while it's in the cinema. Do check it out. It's probably going to be up there as one of the big films of the year that I really, really liked, and definitely recommend you all see. So yeah, and that's my thoughts on The Wild Robot. Leave your thoughts in the comments below if you've seen it or not seen it but really want to see it, because I'd love to hear what you think about it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I do these kinds of vlogs where I talk about things that have just come out and other things in pop culture, as well as holes and life as well. And I also do lots of gameplay videos, and I do 2 forms of gameplay videos. One where it's just straight up gameplay, no commentary whatsoever, but with the occasional memes and editing and so forth. And then one where it's a let's play where you hear me talk as I play it, and just do challenges and so forth as we play, because let's play is meant to be fun, so that's what I like to do. So yeah, and I also do lots of shorts that celebrate anniversaries of different franchises and films and so forth, and also celebrity birthdays and it's celebrities that I like. I know recently I've been doing a lot of shorts lately, but I'm planning to tone them down in November so that there's not as many shorts come out. There will still be quite a few that will come out, but there won't be as many, so there's not too much of a big workload for me when I get around to making them. So yeah. So that's what I do, and I do occasional polls as well. And if you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to share, if you want to leave a comment, do so. If you want to share with your pals, do so. See you in the next one. Peace to you all. And if you are a robot and find yourself somewhere that it doesn't look very suburban or not near humans or whatever, and you don't know what you're doing, do what Roz did and basically just sit down, learn, and get an understanding of everything in your surroundings and that. And don't ever think with your brain. Always think, well, actually no, do think with your brain as much as you can, but don't forget you do have a heart as well. So do think with your heart as well, because sometimes the power of love can take over the power of thinking what's going on in your brain. So yeah, and that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, go check it out while it's still in cinemas, and yeah, that's it. So toodles.